Substance abuse issues and physician disability insurance claims. Many disability insurance policies will limit the payment of disability insurance benefits to just 2 years if the policyholder is disabled because of psychiatric conditions or opioid or drug dependence. Unfortunately, physicians can become addicted to drugs or alcohol, and that's the rate at which that happens is the same as the general population, and that's between 10 to 14%. But unfortunately, I think they have a greater problem, because if the physician becomes addicted to pain medication, that can impact their ability to collect disability benefits. Just because you might lose your medical license isn't enough. So let me tell you the story of Dr. Serrano. He was an internist working as an ER doc. He applied for his benefits after he had undergone shoulder surgery for a left rotator cuff injury. And he claimed he was disabled because of chronic low back pain, the rotator cuff, a history of depression, and adrenal insufficiency. Now, he recovers from the shoulder surgery. He goes back to work in March of 2017. He works until June of 2017 when his employment contract expires. He's being paid own occupation benefits, and ultimately his claim is denied at that 2-year mark because of the psychiatric issues and the substance abuse issues. Standard, his disability carrier, took the position that he was also able to work as a physician in other physician-related occupations, and therefore he wasn't entitled to any occupation benefits. So they took a two-pronged approach to this denial. Now, as part of the claims denial process, they had his medical records reviewed, and it was noted that he was using 300 milligrams of morphine equivalent, which is far above the 90 milligrams the CDC recommends for pain management. That was not good. The medical reviewers concluded that his opioid dependence impacted his ability to safely engage in the medical decision-making process and deliver medical treatment to his patients. It was also suggested that he had major depression that would exacerbate his ability to function as a physician. Ultimately, his claims denied. We end up in federal court. He ends up in federal court. So what happens? The federal judge notes that there were 3 physician reviews by Standard, and all of these peer review physicians agreed that he was disabled because of major depression and substance abuse. Unfortunately, Dr. Serrano even admitted that he was having problems practicing because of the opioid issues. The peer review doctor said, look, there's no orthopedic reason why he couldn't work, and ultimately, as I said, his benefits were terminated. Serrano argues that the denial is arbitrary and capricious because they improperly classified and put him in this mental, nervous, and substance abuse box. He says, look, I'm disabled because of chronic fatigue, adrenal insufficiency, and the orthopedic conditions. And again, what the judge is looking at under what's called the arbitrary and capricious standard of review is whether or not there's a reasonable basis for the decision to deny the claim. Well, while he continued to have pain because of his shoulder, the court said, look, if you're really having as much pain as you say you would, you'd be getting more treatment. In fact, what you're really doing is taking more medication, and that medication is causing the opioid dependence, and that's why you can't work. Ultimately, the court upholds this termination of benefits. If you're a physician and you are having opioid substance abuse issues, it's really important from the get-go that you be consulting with a ERISA disability attorney who can help work your way through the issues in this case and help explain what it is you need to prove, if possible, to continue to get your benefits. If you're a physician and you have questions about your rights to your disability benefits, particularly if there's a mental, nervous, or substance abuse limitation in your policy, give me a call at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation. I can help you regardless of where you live in the United States and regardless of who your disability carrier might be. 727-894-3188.